Yeah, I think we're a pace away from catastrophe at the moment. It would require one foolish act, I don't know, a trigger-happy Russian soldier, a Ukrainian guard who acts aggressively at one of these institutions that has been taken over by Russian or Russian supporters. A foolish act now could tip us over the edge. I think at the moment, let's take the sort of good news first, Dermot. The good news is it's still possible that Russia's aims are limited. I think increasingly unlikely, but still possible, that they have legitimate rights under international treaty to the use of the port of Sebastopol for the Black Sea fleet. They may be posturing, overreacting, or at least using muscle to preserve that right. I think what we've seen recently, the installation of what essentially is a puppet government in the semi-autonomous region of Crimea, and above all that decision of the Duma yesterday to use Russian troops anywhere in Ukraine, it appears, leads you to a conclusion that that's less likely, but we still have to test out what are Russia's aims. If the evidence that's before us is to be believed, then it looks to me as though they're going further than limited aims. They've already made a power grab in Crimea and are now preparing to make another. So what should our reaction be? Well, the one thing that is absolutely essential now is that the West speaks with a single voice. Mr. Haig is going to Kiev. I'm not sure anybody should be going anywhere unless they're expressing the view not of just Great Britain but of the entire international community. That's not to say he's wrong, but it is to say that when he goes there he has to express a view which is the united, purposed, decided, Western, unanimous view. Only in the face of that can we exercise diplomatic leverage. Putin has used force. He knows that that's going further than any of us are prepared to go. He is calling our bluff. The only response is diplomacy. I think the most important international visitor at present probably is Chancellor Merkel to go to Moscow. The Germans in the past have been closer to Russia. Russia's always felt they could divide them off on energy matters. It's really important that she carries an international view to Moscow and does it very quickly. Only if you take those high-level moves could we restrain Russia from an act which would be clearly illegal and create a circumstance in which we could begin to pull back from this. But absent that, the smallest tremor, the smallest act now could take us over the edge.